More shots fired, additional shots fired.
Police are responding to reports of an active shooter at a high school in Santa Fe.
17 people killed in a mass shooting at a Florida high school.
18 children died in the school, were dead on the scene.
Possibly more than 21 victims.
They're having a shooting at the high school, have an officer down, shooter not in custody.
I've always kind of felt like eventually it was going to happen here too. I wasn't surprised, I was just scared.
I didn't know what to think. I shouldn't be going through this. It's my school. Like, this is my daily life. I shouldn't have to feel like that. And I feel scared to even go back.
So today, I just want to kind of open up the floor, really provoke conversation on the idea of, and this epidemic of school violence that I think we're all affected by. And I would love to get your thoughts and how you process the latest events that have happened.
So I think we were sitting in first or second period, and they come over the speakers, they're like, all right, we're gonna go into lockdown, nothing serious. We're like, okay, just routine. Then we figure out our rival school 10 minutes down the road. Someone, he was a really good kid. He was on the soccer team, super good student. He wasn't bullied or anything. He was loved by his teachers. He just got up out of the class and went into the bathroom and had a shotgun and shot this kid named Logan 3 times in the chest. He just walked out, turned himself into the PE teacher, athletic director, and went to jail.
Wow.
That was it.
Do you think with that happening more and more that it's actually given other people permission to do something like that?
I think they've realized they're able to almost get away with it easier. They're going to get caught in the end, but I think initiating it, they're okay, well, they're not going to, if these kids can obviously bring guns into school, I'm able to do it somehow. And, take as many victims as they can before they're apprehended, so.
Yeah.
And I think with answering to that is, if they feel the permission to do it, why would they do it? Why would you say that?
People that feel like they don't have a voice, kind of that's their take action. Because if they feel if they are bullied or if they're not, that's kind of their call. Oh, I can do something about it.
Do you think that is the big reason of why people act out in violence? Is because they feel hey, no one's listening to me. They're not hearing me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do something extreme in my actions, and then people will begin to listen.
I think that being heard is a big step to at least preventing it. Because I think one of the biggest issues is oppression and aggression. Aggression that's caused by being oppressed by things and suppressing feelings. It helps to be able to talk about those things, really just get it out there, because it gets it out of your head, getting things out, even just writing things down.
Nowadays, you save it until you can let it out on social media, but you don't get any satisfaction from social media. You've just let it out. So could it be the oppression and all of that just comes that you're not talking to people?
Yeah.
You're just holding it in.
So how do you have healthy conversation?
When you're having one-on-one conversations with people that you generally trust.
Yeah.
Okay.
It opens and people that you love and stuff. So you could be open and be okay, this is what I'm struggling with, and you won't be afraid.
Yeah.
It's gonna be laughing about it.
Yeah. So having friends. And friends that you can trust.
Fear is a big factor in a lot of people's lives. Fear drives you in for everything.
Where does that fear come from?
I think it accumulates over time.
It builds up.
One time, if you talk to someone and you just get shot down, or it's you just feel oh, they judged me. And it's the next time you're more hesitant, and eventually you're just no, I'm just gonna shut myself off.
Yeah. Does that happen often?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You feel you're not heard, and then it's I'm gonna try a couple more times, and then
you just stop.
I'm done.
What's the point? If it hasn't worked in the past, it's not gonna work now.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
You think that's where we're at as a society?
I would say so. Yeah.
Well, maybe we've even kind of given up.
I feel because there's so many that goes on, it's a common thing.
Yeah.
And we're just tired of doing rallies, tired of doing, trying to make it stop, trying to stop gun control. But now it's just we just accept it.
society isn't doing anything. The school system can't do much more right now. The government has got so many things that it's trying to do, and right now it looks like it's at a standstill.
Absolutely.
And then I'm trying to do something within myself, but I'm so fear-driven that it causes me to hesitate, and that I'm at a standstill completely.
Yep.
I think that's where faith comes in.
That's right.
Because you can doubt yourself, and you will doubt yourself, and trust me, you're never going to not have doubt. But it does say that the spirit of fear doesn't have to be present in our life. Right? Like that can be erased. That can be eliminated. So, all right, I can doubt, I can be anxious, I can worry, but I don't have to be afraid. But if all fear was gone right now in this moment, what would you do?
Taking that time, like even if you only have like a couple minutes like in between classes or whatever, just like taking that time to just like talk to someone. Like it might feel really awkward at first, and it probably will for like on both ends, but it will benefit. It will definitely like benefit you guys.
People want to feel loved.
Yeah.
They want to be noticed. They want to feel important, even if it is only by one person. They want to know like that person really took time out of their day to talk to me, and I don't even feel worthy of that. Like they want that acceptance, because that's what our society's driven on, is validation.
Talk about school violence, and it's like it either goes one or two ways. It goes to the president, or it goes to the Second Amendment.
Always.
What are we doing with guns, and what are we going to do with our president? And honestly, I feel like that's a cop-out.
Oh for sure.
You can be on either side, doesn't even matter. That's not what I'm talking about. But when we automatically go to that, I think it's a cop-out of not having the conversation about what actually you are doing to help out.
And even with the changes, people will still find a way.
And with it, would it really bring change?
Exactly.
Right. It really comes down to like individual people. Like only individual people can do that. Like the president's not going to come sit down with them and make sure they feel loved.
I think also with that though, we want to make sure that we don't take it all on ourselves, because sometimes we can just be like, oh my gosh, the weight's all on me, like I have to do something huge about this, like I have to do everything, like it's like everything, the entire world's like on my shoulders right now, and it's not. It starts with this. It starts with like this table right here, everyone who's here, like and just going out and just speaking to others, starting more discussion groups like this, just being able to understand and put yourself in other people's shoes, and just really love people and help them to understand what love really is.
Isn't it interesting that the greatest commandment is to love God and love people? And that's what you said. And whether people are watching this that like know God or don't believe in God, whatever. I mean, ultimately, you were saying, well, I need to be intentional with my conversations. I need to help make people feel validated by giving them time, giving them my time, which means that you have to break down the facade, right? Be yourself. Someone asked me, what does it mean to be yourself? It means you're not trying to be someone else.
That's right.
I am me, and I want to be a difference maker. I want to be someone that actually impacts my school. And I had a youth pastor tell me one time, oh, you want to change the world? That's cool. Change your country. But if you want to change your country, change your state. If you want to change your state, change your city. If you want to change your city, change your school. If you want to change your school, change your friends. You want to change your friends? Change you.
Change you.
Wow.
And it all begins with me, with you.
That's right.
These are the conversations right here. I think they've got to happen more in school. Or they've got to happen more on Instagram. Or, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out and being able to talk about what is this? Real issues.
Real talk.
Right? I think this is the beginning. Where we've got to go, well, I mean, what am I doing? Like, okay, I'm going to, that kid that's always sitting at the lunch table alone. I'm going to go talk to him today. Because guess what? He don't feel validated. He don't feel loved. Who knows what he's getting at home? And eventually it builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and social media doesn't help, and so he's got no vent, and builds up and builds up and builds up, and guess where he goes? To school.
One thing you can do, like, it's start with yourself. Like, cause like you can't like love on someone else if you don't love yourself. So I feel like it's also the mindset. Like you need to, like, a lot of people are just like closed off to certain things. So like, oh, that's weird. Like, what's that? No, I don't do that. I feel like you just have to be okay with new things. Like it sounds cliche, but it's really simple. Like you just need to be okay that not everything's gonna go your way. Not everything is about you. Like don't be so self-centered. And I think and just.
Good.
Like accept.
Yeah, that's good. How do you accept people that are not like you?
See their point of view. Everyone has like a reason for everything.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
They might do that thing because of something that happened in the past, and if you can understand and put your their shoes, you could kind of see like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I respect that. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you don't have to really agree. You just have to like understand.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And that's basically helping people feel heard.
Yeah.
Because if they don't feel like you care for them, they're not thinking you're listening.
They're gonna be closed off.
Yeah. They're still gonna be closed off. But if they actually know that you care and you're the true self that you're telling them you are, then they're hearing me.
I'm gonna start being more intentional with people and really focusing on people that I don't normally focus on.
That's like a really good place to start, and I feel like once you get those conversations started, like I'm gonna start continuing like those relationships, not just be like just talk with someone for a day, but continue like make that friendship, make that relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like a long lasting, like they feel like they're valued.
The way I really see it and believe it as is like God has already placed us with everything that we need. We don't need all the answers. So I think just like, being able to stand in the middle and not focusing so much on what facts and opinions are and help them to just really encounter Him and things like that.
I think that's really good, what all of you have said, honestly, because ultimately what you're saying is that it's not some figment of your imagination of what it could be maybe if all of the stars align, but actually tomorrow when I go to school, this can happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or this summer, I'm going to be really intentional with the different people that I'm hanging out with and bringing into my life that I could maybe help.
That's good.
And so thank y'all. We appreciate you guys and really believe in you. And I hope that today you felt heard.
Yeah.
And you felt like you had a voice. And that even something as small as filming for a YouTube episode was maybe a breakthrough, even in your thinking, even in your thought process, to go, you know what? There's some people that really believe in this generation, because we do. And we're grateful for you guys and grateful for what y'all stand for. We really do love you.